Alright guys, welcome back to a new video. We're going to be going over how I've made so many coins so far in FIFA. First things first, we just went and we played a ton of games at the beginning of the game. You can see we're at 70,000 coins earned just from playing the game alone. And as well, we're on 780,000 transfer profit, which came from me just trading and flipping things. We're going to get into some of the trades and things like that in more detail here in a second. But if we want to go over what I'm currently doing a lot of is, that one. What we're currently doing a lot of is silver trading. So we're basically sitting on a filter. We're either sniping or mass bidding on a price we're comfortable paying for, and then we're just listing and waiting for them to sell. So you can see here, we are winning English midfielders for anywhere from 500 to 600 coins. It depends on the time of the day. If we're sniping, then we'll pay a little bit more of a premium. But if we go, it's not very hard. You just go on here and you play around with it till you find a filter. And we can sit on this filter now that we know. And this is the cheapest that cards are listed for. So if we can get it for 600, if we want to do a quick flip, we can go ahead and just list them for this. But I lazy list a lot of my silvers. I think I have like 60, 50, somewhere in there listed up right now. We can take a look here. 58, and I believe all of them are silvers that were just lazy. Oh, we got 2 golds on there, still 3 golds. But the rest are just silvers. And before that, honestly, everything I made probably 100k off at the very beginning of the game as I was flipping this guy. I was picking him up really, really cheap. He has crashed quite a bit now. I was picking him up for under 1,000 and selling him for all the way up at 1,700. So that's another good way, is finding cards that have good margins and things like that. You could be doing the SBCs. I didn't net a lot of money, but if you guys hit something, you'll be able to just roll with it from there. But from these advanced SBCs, I did not hit anything of value. I was still going up because I was being smart about how I was completing them. But I really wasn't just jumping massive amounts of coins. Another big thing that you can do, it's not going to bring your club up in tradable value, but is to go ahead into milestones and start knocking out like the finishing one for 500 goals, the assist one for 500 goals. Next, I need to knock out 50 squad battle wins and 50 50 rivals wins as well for some package. That's not going to build your coins up, but it's going to allow you to do SBCs and things like that, cheaper to turn untradeable cards into tradable, or you might pull something great for your team. This is what my team's looking like. Literally, the only tradable player in the whole team is Denayer. If it wants to load, and bought for 2.4k. I don't even know if that's a good deal. I just want him to get Shaqiri on better chem, and he feels alright playing over there at defensive back. Oh yeah, primary thing is this, and you can change. You don't have to do England now that I'm doing England and I've talked about England. You can do so many other countries. You just have to figure out the price that you can start buying things at. But yeah, if you're ever confused, you can just compare price and see what they're going for. But what I can do is go ahead and try a different country for you. Like if we go to Germany, let's see what German midfielders they're looking like. I don't know if that's going to be as popular. You really, when you're looking at filters like this, CDM a lot of the time, CM, things like that are going to just give you more coins. As you can see here, there's really not a lot of money to be made on Germans. You might be able to just go ahead and take German midfielders and do something like this, which is what I've been doing with the club stock of some major nations. I've just been going through and we just bid like this. And we just see what we can win because there's literally no risk. You can just fill your club up with, honestly, hundreds of cards if you want, or even go unassigned and things like this. And you just slowly sell them over time. But when it comes to low budget trading methods, the possibilities are literally endless. So another thing, I don't get into this too much, but a lot of people love it, is we'll go for shadow trading. If I'm doing it, I like doing it on defenders. And I don't even know what they're sitting at right now. When I was doing this, you could snipe it for under 3k and then sell it for above 3k on almost every card, but as you can see, things are coming down in price a lot, it looks like. So I don't even know if this is worth it at this low of a method. You might have to go to more meta cards and higher rated. Because it looks like the market has hit the floor pretty hard on these low cards that people just slap shadows on. That's always a good way to get rid of untradeable things. I should have not fat fingered that, and if I would have had some money. Is just take your untradeable camp styles, put them on tradable cards that will improve their value, and you'll just get some extra coins out of it. But you can just sit here and snipe like this, or you can ramp it up and look for more meta cards by putting your maximum at like 10k or things like that. You just gotta play around with it. Another big thing that was used probably by a decent amount of people, I didn't get into it too much, but it's very good at the beginning. I was doing left wing to left mids. I have no idea what they're going for now. Way lower than when I was doing it. When I was doing it, I picked them up at 1,000, sell them for 1,700. Now we can see they're almost getting down to nothing, so you might be able to just go in and just bid like this again. But it really works well if you incorporate a lot of different methods into, especially if you're bidding. You can incorporate a lot of bids into that 50 bids, and then while I'm waiting on things to expire, I can go back. Like we said before, this is the one that I've been loving the most, and you can see it's netting quite a bit of money, is we just sit here. And like even like that, you could pick that up, but you can see someone else is on the method because they know how it works. I was picking up cards all the way as low as 300-400 coins last night. We just sit here. If you can see supply is kind of dwindling, like I would even buy that card then and just list it at 1,100. Like if you see there's only like 2 on the market. And you can see even 750, it's just a little bit of a discount. And like I said, I lazy list. You could undercut that for 900, boom, 150 coins before tax. But I like listing it not as the cheapest one on the market a lot of the time. But you just sit here and you just do this over and over. You can bid on cards. Sometimes you'll get outbid on a lot of them. It's okay. It just depends on the hour. Or if you want, bid on a whole bunch, go play a game, come back. And as you can see here, we're just growing up the stack of cards to be listed. And you can do it for a lot of different countries. And I just found midfielders works a lot, because I believe English midfielders are needed for one of these basic foundation SBCs and things like that. And people, when completing SBCs, just need major nations basically to make things easier on themselves. You can see some cards, like there's a ton of, like I'm sure I have a whole bunch of them listed, or I want a whole bunch of them on bid. Some are just a lot more popular than others. But like I said before, if you're looking like left mid, right mid, things like that are usually higher. So if you can really pick up a left mid or right mid for 800 coins, you're going to be almost doubling or even tripling your coins. It just depends. The final thing I've been doing, I haven't been doing a lot of it, I haven't got into it yet, is marquee matchups investing. We might get UEFA marquee matchups today, I'm not sure, but for normal marquee matchups, what I like to do usually on like a Wednesday when Team of the Week comes out is you can either sit like this and you can snipe, but I prefer bidding when it's just trying to get a ton of cards. So we'll go down 300 coins. I meant to hit Prem, I don't think I hit Prem. We'll go to Premier League, and I will bid 300 or 350 on Premier League cards for 50 of them. Do it for every single league, just to help cover certain expenses. Like if you get outbid, it's fine. Eventually, you'll be able to win some. And I don't know if this is a glitch or what, or if someone's bidding right before me, but I've noticed this happens a decent amount. You'll like put your bid in for the price that it says it's like above. Like you'll bid above what it says it is, but it'll give you the orange. But it's not really that big of a deal, but you just go through and you bid on a whole bunch of major leagues for marquee matchups, and it just helps you complete them quicker and cheaper. But you want to be doing it before Thursday. And I might do it later for UEFA marquee matchups, but if it's UEFA, it's only 2 SBCs usually. And I do have a lot of high-rated, untradeable stuff, so that's another thing. Do SBCs where you can throw in untradeable stuff that's not high-rated, and you can turn it into liquid coins that you can use to do more. But that's what I've been doing. Here soon, you might see me start trying a couple icon flips since I'm starting to get some coins. But that's where you start playing a lot riskier, like those English players. if I got stuck in a few hundred of them, at some point there's going to be an SBC that needs English players, and you can use silvers, and they're just going to boom. But I'm just looking at trading them right now, flipping them, selling them on for lazies and things like that. I usually sell anywhere. Depends on the hour. If I'm really lazy listing, I'll only sell like 5 an hour, but if I'm not, I could sell 20, 30 or more. But it's up to you guys how you want to make your coins. These are just some of the ways that I've been making mine. If I would sell all of my silvers, I'd probably be on like close to 650k. But if we look at my club for just high rated stuff in general, we're probably closer to 750k, if not more. I'm not going to go through and sell this fodder. Some of it is bought, some of it is packed if it wants to load for us here. Being very slow this morning in the servers. Surprised we haven't like disconnected or anything like that. But you can see we've got a couple informs. There's 2 more informs on our transfer list. That's already 40k right there. And we can just scroll. There's fodder. I'm basically just saving it to just complete SBCs with because I picked it up for next to nothing or it's pack pulled. And as you can see, we're just sitting on a lot of shiny cards as well. We get into some high rated non-shinies. We did go ahead and pick up a few major teams that usually will boom if they're in UEFA marquee matches, but I haven't looked up anything. So we've got Barca players, we've got PSG players, we've got Man City players, we've got Bayern and Barcelona. So just things like that. And you can see we did already have a Cooper and things. Also silvers that have no value currently or not a lot of value, I'm just storing as well. I've picked up quite a few through doing things like drafts and just packs in general. Just help you complete SVCs for earlier, and at some point they're going to require a certain card that's just going to boom in price. You're going to be able to make a lot of money on it. So that's how I've been going about it. Not a lot of investing so far, mostly just flipping and trading and things like that. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If this did help you at all, please leave a like.